this is my neighborhood. I live in Oyarifa. This is just a subdivision. A really nice subdivision. Maybe, how many homes are in here? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna take a wild guess, maybe 60 homes. That's our well system. This well system gives every home pure fresh water, okay? And as you see, I'm gonna take a walk actually. They have a basketball court here if you want to play some ball. They have a nursery here, childcare. Some parents, they have to go to work, they just drop their kids right in their backyard and then they take off to work. Here was a tennis court here. They have a laundromat here. Or should I say a dry cleaner. They have, see, get your hair cut here, nice salon here. They do your feet, your nails. We even have a convenience store here. So all the bare necessities. They even have maintenance management right here on the grounds. So we have an association fee that we pay every month. It's a small amount. And we also have water bills. So that office, they take care of all that. If you have any issues, you call them, they'll check it out. We have a pool here for the community. That pool has to be clean. So this is our pool. This pool has to be cleaned though. And that's the thing, I just called them up like, hell, the pool looks dirty, and then all of a sudden somebody comes out here and clean the pool. And that type of service is really appreciated, man, because outside of this complex, you know, don't expect, I don't have that. I don't experience good customer service here for the most part. Customer service is not high here in Ghana. That's just the way it is. So if you're coming from a place where you expect things to be done right quickly, when you come to Ghana, you gotta be a little patient. You know, get connected with the right people that can get the job done right for you. You know, so you need patience here. If your patience are short, this may not be a great place for you to live. For the last 4 years, I've been seeing Ghana improve. They have been improving though, so I give that to them, but sometimes it's like, it feels like it's not fast enough. Yeah, the garbage man comes here every Tuesday and pick up the trash. We get these big old garbage cans, which is cool. What else? So yeah, a lot of kids out here. It's still a quiet neighborhood. Before we came to this neighborhood, we was living in another one in Agbojo near East Legon, and the security was not good. I noticed that people come in and the security just waves at all of them. So I'm thinking like, okay, they must live here. But no, not all of them lived in the complex. They just came in and out of our complex and nobody's checking them. Here, you can't just come in here. They're gonna ask you, who are you? You know, oh, you're supposed to see somebody? Okay, give them a call. You have to go through a lot to come into this complex, and I like that. I do. I don't care if they've seen you a few times. If you come, they're like, okay, I'm not letting you in until we hear from the owner of the house. And it's important because at the other place, people just came in as they please and we got our stuff stolen. One night, just sleeping, I'm pretty sure I told this story before, but then, somebody popped up our window, put their hands through the burglar, the bars, because you see here, every house has bars. That's just their custom here. There's always bars in front of the window because people come here and they take things if you're not careful. So anyways, they popped up our window, stuck their hand in or whatever they did, and they took our laptops, they took our hard drives, my iPhones, and it was just devastating, man. When we woke up the next morning, seeing all of our things gone, just straight up gone. We had a little bit of money left. It was a choice that we had to make. Either take that little bit of money, go back to the US and just start all over, or stand our ground and make it happen. Man, it was just like, yo, we only been here for 6 months. I ain't trying to go back. So it was a hard decision, man. I was like, yo, I want to stand my ground. And then that's when we bumped into the health and wellness products, and we started selling that. And then that started growing and helping us out to get money in our pocket, keep us busy. And then we end up buying another laptop, just one, because you can't come out here and just spend your money. You just can't come out here and live like you live in America. You have to have a balance of maybe a Western lifestyle and a local lifestyle here in Ghana if you want to save your money. If you got money coming in like that, then you do what you got to do. But if you don't got an income like that and you just got capital, trust me, your capital will go quickly. Like, income is almost more important than capital. Capital can run out. Income keeps coming. You need a consistent stream of income. And this is what we're doing right now, just getting streams of income from, several streams. Got to create it. And when you start these streams, they take time to grow. That's just the bottom line. It just takes time. And you need that time. If you don't have the money, the income to give you that time to grow your business, then you shouldn't come here. You shouldn't come here at all. You need to support yourself. You need to. A lot of people have came here, say that, and they was talking about they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, they're gonna start this business. They come here with money, they dump it, and then find out they get no return. And almost everybody returns back to the US because the expectations was just too big. That's how ours were as well. And people have told us, a couple of people said, take your time, slow down, get a feel for things, give it a year or two if you want to do X, Y, and Z. And my wife and I, we were very progressive, like, what, a year or two? What are you talking about, man? I'm trying to do this thing now. And we did lose money. We did. Now we're taking our time. We keep things simple. The first time we came to Ghana, we bought a car. That's a lot of cash out of our pocket. Now this time, our second time back to Ghana, we're now leasing a car, just renting. And people would tell you, oh, you're leasing, all that money is going away. That money could go towards a car. It doesn't matter. That money, that leasing a car, you know what I'm saying? It helps me spread out my money and give me time to build my business. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a waste of money, just like renting. People say, oh, don't keep on renting. You could use that money to build a house. But how do you know if you really want to live here? You know what I mean? Go ahead and rent. It's okay. Save up your money, pay your rent up for a year, 6 months to a year. Give yourself time to learn the areas. Give yourself time to learn, about Ghana, about your, the region that you're in. Look at the opportunities. Keep things simple. Be here for a year. Go and network with people. Drive around. Have fun. Experience it, man. And then after a whole year, then you could be like, do I want to continue this? It's either going to be a yes or no. If it's a yes, then I'll be like, yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead and purchase that land. Go ahead and break grounds. Go ahead and build. After a year, and after you being consistent, you most definitely can find someone who knows about the building and the land situations, because that is a whole different story. Making sure you have legit land is a whole nother subject. But in that year, you can find people who help you find legit land. Here, accountability is big. It's important that whoever that you know someone that knows them, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. After our stuff got stolen, we decided to stay in Ghana, and then we got into the health and wellness business. We did pretty well, then things started slowing down, but like I said, the income wasn't really enough to live off of. So we still decided to go back to the States. So you know what? Let's still go back to the States, but we just didn't have the full amount of money to transition everyone. So what my wife did is that she went ahead to get things situated, get a job. She was able to stay with her mother. So she went ahead of us to get things prepared. And I stayed here with the kids. My mom is here with me, and she was helping me out with the kids. So we sold everything because we had 2 houses here. 2 houses. My mom had a house, and my wife and I had a house. So we end up selling everything out, all our furniture, TVs, everything, got that money up. And then I moved into my mother's house. So we downsized. My wife went to the States and everything. Things didn't go according to plan, and we needed a little bit of help, like a stimulus package. So we called up a couple of family members who were well in a position to help us out. And very interestingly, they both said no. One of them was like, John, y'all doing all this adventure stuff. Now you putting this, tension on me. It's not fair. And it's like, yo, okay. It's like, I most definitely could have paid them back. It was just that I needed maybe a few months. But it was like, no, I'm just gonna pray that God will work things out for y'all. And I was like, wow, interesting, you know what I mean? So, and the other family members said no, and it was kind of interesting because it felt like we needed to go through that process and say, you know what? We see how people can be, but at the same time, we knew that, we got to do our own thing. We got to be able to just stand on our own 2 feet. Whatever decisions we make, we got to be able to back it up if it works out or if it doesn't work out. So we was cool with it. We was kind of confused because these people were able to help, but they just said no. And for whatever reason, it's whatever. No hard feelings. But it's like, I got to do my own thing. And that's what we've done. And we're still here. And we started our vlogging right now, and that just blew up. But now we're slowly building ourselves back up, and I'm very grateful, man. And that's why it's important to stay in prayer. It's important to be positive, no matter what people may say or do to you. You know what I mean? People may speak negative things about you. They may hate on you. They may not understand you, but you have to know who you are. You got to do your best to be your best, be positive, don't hold grudges. Focus on what you want in your life and go ahead and do it, because you going after your dreams and making your dreams come true is a benefit to humanity. You know what I mean? If you want to be a blessing to people, if you want to give to people, then follow your passion. That's all I can say. Follow your passion. Sometimes you got to move. Sometimes you have to move, man. When I was back in Connecticut, I was trying to do side business and follow my passion, but I was so drained out from work and stress, gaining weight, and just didn't have time to do my passion. Even when the weekends came, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It didn't happen for me that way. I felt so, I love Connecticut too. I love home, Connecticut will always be home for me, but to do what was in my spirit, I felt stuck there. That's why we left. That's why we left the U.S. We needed more support. We needed more help. We needed somebody to come in and help us clean up the house, help us make dinner, help us with the children, help us so we can put more energy and time into this dream of ours. You know what I'm saying? So we had to make an initial investment to come here, but then it's worth the investment in the long term. You just got to keep things simple. Because if you do too much, then you find yourself wasting a lot of money. We've been through that, man. You know what I mean? We got accepted for like credit cards, and we wasn't able to pay back some credit cards, found ourselves getting into debt because we're trying to sustain certain things and trying to invest in certain things. And you got to be careful with all that. You try to do too much, then you find yourself digging a hole, digging a ditch for yourself. So we backed up off that. We simplify, we let go of one house. We stay in one house now all together. We stick to a strict budget and we work. This place is not the easiest place to live. Everybody has a story about losing money, having to go back to the US, but then, a lot of them do come back with a better plan. Some people like it here, some people don't like it here. Some people are here who never, they've probably been here for over 20 years and they never left this country. And because it was a choice, or some of them because they couldn't even afford to leave. Their situation financially was so tough that they couldn't even afford to leave and start over again. So you want to be very, very careful. And this is the thing, we're going to travel. We was thinking about going back to the States. I don't know what we're doing, but our goal is to continue to travel. And Ghana is always going to be a home away from home.